Hello everyone and welcome back to Hunter Call of the Wild. In today's video we're going to go through and try and level up our rifle score and our shotgun score. As in episode 1 we did actually start a brand new character starting over at level 1. So basically we're going to try and secure as many kills as we can utilizing either the rifle or the shotgun. For the shotgun we're obviously going to focus on smaller game like rabbits here or birds. Ooh, what is that? There is a deer right there. That is a beautiful, beautiful deer. Let's go through and use our rifle for that as we're a decent distance away here. And see if we can get a proper shot. Yep. There we go. Hopefully we did manage to go through and get a vital organ here. If not, we might be in for a bit of a chase. Look at him go. Oh wait, that's there he goes. Now where exactly was this deer at? They did go through and run here. That's the little deer dropping. Oh no, that's the bunny. This here is going to be the rabbit zone. Where did we shoot the deer at? Here is the blood splatter. And bleed rate medium. Okay, we did manage to actually hit a decent shot, I think. I don't believe that was actually the first impact here, but we're going to go through and just follow this, and hopefully we can find our little deer friend. That would be a pretty great way to go through and start this episode. And there he is. Fantastic. I will take that. And it's a silver, 817 cash, through the flesh and the right scapula, and the right lung. Fantastic work. Okay. Now let's head on over to the water here and see if potentially we could find anything just hanging out nearby looking for a possible drink. Oh, there's something right there. That is an elk. That is a very nice looking elk. Let's go prone. That way we can get a little bit closer. Oh no, is it walking away? Oh, there's another one walking up though. I wasn't planning on going for an elk, but you know what? Since they're right here on the water, I'm not going to say no to an opportunity. We're going to head on over here and see if we can net ourselves an elk. He's actually walking right towards us, which is ideal. So let's go through and pull this out and see if we can line up a shot here. And see if we can get right in there. I hope that was a decent shot. Let's go find out. I think it is right here. It was, but there was no vital organs hit, meaning there's a good chance we do not take this guy down because elk are pretty hefty, and if I did not land a vital organ shot, there's a good chance they are long, long gone. I do think we're going to get unlucky with that elk. It's probably going to get away, as I'm not seeing any fatal damage to it, so we're just going to leave it be. Let's just head down here, actually, because the watchtower is there as well. Meaning when we do get there, we should be able to identify where the nearest outpost is for a fast travel location. Alright, now I actually did hear a deer just over on this side here as I was running over to the next lake, so we're going to try and call it over. And the wind is facing the opposite direction just to see if we can actually get it. Oh, it's right there. There it is. Fantastic. We should be able to take that shot. Let's go in here and see if we can get a good shot on this deer. There we are. I hope that was a vital organ. That may have been too far to the left. I probably should have slowed down. Let's go through and see what we can find. It does actually look like a pretty big splatter, so I actually did hit a vital organ. It looks like it would have ran up here. And then let's see if we could follow the blood splatter, which is going to be right there, headed over to here. There is another blood splat right there. What is that? That is a Roosevelt elk warning call. Not too worried about the elk. Oh, there's our friend. Okay, I lied to you. Our corpse is right there. Oh, are they going to book it? Okay, we're going to crouch. We're going to go prone mode because we can see our deer right here. But if these elk hang out in this huge expanse of land, we might take another shot. We don't have a great zoom, so we're going to have to take that shot right there and hope that we hit. Alright, let's see what we can find. We got this guy here. We're going to secure the kill. And then I do see our other friend was just over here. Now we'll go through and we did tag them with binoculars, so we should be able to see their last location here. And see if we can actually track them down. Alright, well I did track that elk for quite some time. I think about 300 or 400 meters. And no luck. I actually stopped seeing the blood splatter, so I'm assuming it did not bleed out. And in fact it did not hit a vital organ. Meaning I was no longer going to waste my time here. I just wanted to make sure we could go through to hit this tower here. Alright, so the water is just down below. Okay, this is the new area. There's an outpost just over here. But let's head over to the water first. Before I even go down there, though, I want to see, can I see anything at all from up here? So I don't possibly spook them, because the wind is kind of facing that direction. So we're not exactly in the most ideal position to try and hunt these waterways. I think we'll head on down then, and we'll head over. We actually might head to the outpost. I think we may have to go through and fast travel back, because this was actually quite the journey to get up here. And then maybe there's another lake we can go through and scout up to see if we could secure one more kill. That would be nice here. Let me go through and just activate this fast travel point. We will take a quick peek just down this ledge here, as we do seem to be quite elevated in this position. If there is anything nearby, we'll definitely try and take the shot. Overlooking this valley here, so just down below. It does look like you have quite the sight line. Let me just get up here. Oh, but it is very, very wooded. Yeah, we're not taking that. So we're actually going to fast travel. Alright, now we have made it to our new destination. That there is a black bear. Not interested in that. But let's head on down here and take a quick peek at the, I don't know why I cannot place my marker down. That's kind of odd. That's clearly in the opposite direction though. I do believe it's just down over here. So let's head on down to the lake here and see if there is anything that we can go through and take out. Would you look at that? That is a beautiful deer. Let's go prone. And we'll get a little bit closer here. I don't want that. Are they grazing or what are they doing? I don't want them to get too excited and to run away here. Think, how far away are we? Yeah, let's go to the map here. Zoom in on this guy. It says we're approximately. That doesn't tell me. All right, we're gonna go through and see if we can get this shot off. A little bit closer here. So I think this is gonna be our best opportunity right here. Let's grab that and then pull this out and see what we can do. Just above the shoulder blade here. And there we go. Hopefully, that was a decent shot. I think we may have got, I think that may have just been a perfect insta-kill. It looks like it's laying right there. Wow, I think we got the insta-kill. Would you look at that? Okay. Let's take a quick peek here. There's one that's slowing down, so I mean, we might be able to get them. Look at that. Absolute beauty. Oh, it's a gold, too. Check that out. Fantastic. Now, I don't want to sprint after these guys, and they'll definitely be scared, but that pack didn't seem to go too far. Yeah, right here. They're actually slowing down a little bit, so if we can get that female deer, if it wants to just slow down just for a tad, we might be able to get one more shot off. All right, we did manage to catch up to them, but they are walking pretty quick. Let's see if we can get off a nice shot here before they run over the cliff. And it is a bit too late here. Alright, so we weren't able to actually catch up with those deer, so unfortunately we could not get a second one of the herd, but I figured what we would do instead is we're actually going to follow this lake all the way up to the right-hand side, and we may pit stop at this lake here. Basically just utilizing the water here. It is midday, so we should still find some animals drinking. Let's see if we can set the waypoint up here, perhaps. We cannot. We are headed that direction. So we're just going to head over here. Typically, near this larger lake, more often than not, you do tend to see a lot of black bears and a lot of moose. Now, ideally, I want to find deer, as they're going to be a little bit easier to take down. Alright, so I haven't managed to find any animals yet, but I did actually find a collectible right here, located kind of right here on the bridge in between these lakes, and that did give us the level up here as well. So, I believe we don't have a skill point, we now have a perk to utilize. We're mainly using the rifle, so unlocks the ability to ready your next shot without leaving A mode for rifle, shotguns, and handguns. Okay, I feel like that's just a given. We should probably get that to reload all weapons we're running. We're not too worried. Decrease edge blur when using shotguns. Yeah, we're going to go with the rifle perk. That just makes the most sense. Let's cash in there. Oh, there's a black-tailed deer mating call. Okay, I lied to you. We're going to use this here. We're going to stop sprinting, and we're going to get out of the water, and hopefully on this side of all these bushes, very, very carefully, and we'll go prone as soon as we get out. Alright, the deer's actually really close, so we're going to go through and use the collar one more time, see if he'll walk over, and then we'll use the shotgun. Where is he at here? I hear him. He's coming our way. He's really close. I almost want to stand up and shoot. There he is. Oh, did I miss? Oh, no, we definitely hit him. Okay, no vital organs, but we definitely tagged that guy. If he wouldn't have put his head down, that would have been a really, really good shot. That is very unfortunate. I can't believe we messed that up. That guy definitely juked us out by putting his head down. It says bleed rate medium, so he's definitely got to fall over. I'm pretty sure he'll bleed out. Let's see if we could find the blue footsteps here. Not seeing any over here, so I think he juked us over here. Yep, there's more blue right here. And that there's the blood splatter. We'll follow it down over here. Sneaky little deer. Got the footsteps over here. And did I see it right there? No, it's this way. There we go. Blood splatter here. And there it is right there. Awesome. This will be our first shotgun kill, which is very nice. Take that. A little bit of cash, and hopefully we do get, we should, I think, get some weapon score for that, right? Oh, we did not get any weapon score for that. Interesting. I wonder why. Maybe that does not count for the shotgun. Well, that is super unfortunate. Well, I guess we're going to keep heading up this way. Well, that was a little unfortunate that we weren't able to go through and actually get the score here for the shotgun, but I did see some more deer directly in front of us here. It did say they were fleeing, but I think they are kind of just hanging out now. I'm pretty certain they're about 100 meters out. Yeah, there's one right there. So if we can get him to come back, that is a really, really nice deer. And the wind is working in the right direction, so if we could hit that, that's going to be a beauty here. I think we're in a really good spot. I'm just worried about the distance. We might want to close the distance here. Make sure he's still there. Yes, he is. All right, let's try this one more time. And I want to get a vital organ here. Don't sit down, buddy. There we go. That may have been just a little bit too low. I actually wanted that to be a little bit higher. So sadly, we did not, I don't know if we got a vital organ. I think that was more through his thigh than anything. It needed to be a little higher, and I think a little bit too more to the right. Yeah, you really got to be precise here. Now let's see. I guess we'll find out though. We did mark him on the map, so we should be able to see exactly where this guy was. This was definitely their feeding area. Let's see, that there is his poop. Now, let's see, where's our friend at? Not down here. Here is the blood splatter. Oh, we actually may have we did hit a vital organ. That is good news. I am very excited about this. Okay, where did this guy run off to? I think he ran this way. Let's see if we can find some more blood locations. Actually, they came from that direction. So let's go back to the blood splatter here. And he was actually over here. He ran this way. This makes more sense. Clearly it is somewhere. Oh, there it is. Lovely. A nice deer. Let's see, is this a gold? It is a gold. 979 cash. Hell yeah. That is a very, very nice deer. That is fantastic. All right, let's keep going north here and see what else we can find. All right, so now I did walk around. Ooh, what is that? I did walk around the area for a little bit, and I did just find something, and it looks to be an elk here. I don't know if I'll be able to get a decent shot off on it, as it is walking away, but we're going to try here. Oh, there's one right here, too. Yeah, so there's an elk nearby, and the wind is blowing the opposite direction. So I thought it was a deer, as I was actually tracking a deer, but we're going to go for the shot on these guys. I don't like that shot at all, actually. Let's go back to the binoculars here and figure out if we can find where the other one went. I don't really have a good shot. The other one might be laying down. Let's go prone. We're going to go for this one because I can't see the other one. The only problem is the angle here. But I guess go for straight through the back, and hopefully we break the right through there. And I hope that I hit a vital organ. Now, let's head on over and find out. I have no idea if we did. It should have been laying down right over here. Yeah, here is the resting zone. Here is the blood splatter. No organs hit, so I think we might be in a bit of a predicament here. Alright, so it's been a few minutes, and I do not see any sign of those elk or the deer that I picked up here, so we're going to scout the surrounding water. We did make it over to this lake here on the right-hand side in Belmont, and see if maybe there's something down here taking a drink. We are going to go for encrouch, though, so we make less noise. And hopefully there's something here. This tends to be a pretty good time of day. Let's see if we could find anything here. All right, browsing. There's a moose. That is not my first pick. We might go for the smaller moose, as we do have a better shot on it. And it might be easier to take down. Let's go full-on prone mode here, so we can get as close as possible, as they do have a very good sense of smell. If the male gets any closer, we'll take the shot, but currently that female is in a much better position. I think this is our opportunity here. So we're going to just go right here, pull this out. We are pretty low on bullets too. We need to make a trip back to actually stock up on bullets. We're going to go right here for the chest shot in the middle. And, oh, I have to reload. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, now we're going to wait. Is that male standing still up there? Facing us? If he's directly facing us, that's a better shot. He is directly facing us. Oh. Maybe we take this shot instead, because we want to hit him right there underneath his head for that chest shot right there. Up we go, a little more. Oh, I think I hit him in the neck. Dang. I don't know. There was a little bit too much sway there at the end. Let's go see what we managed to do. Alright, so we actually did hit a vital organ, which is very surprising to me. I may have second-guessed myself, but I am really hopeful now. We might be able to find this moose. We may be back on our very first moose of this playthrough. Alright, let's head over here, and it is going to be a boy moose. Is that it right there? It sure is. He actually fell down pretty quick-like. Fantastic. He's pretty small, but bronze rating, 687. I am actually pretty satisfied with that. Now, let's keep on moving. Oh, what is that? Crouch down. That is a deer. Let's crouch. Let's go prone. Let's use the collar here. Try and put him at ease. The wind's facing the opposite direction. Let's see if we can get a nice shot off on this deer here. I want to find some coverage. We're not in a super great position here, because I don't know exactly what the elevation looks like on this side. Let's see if we can listen for the deer. I'm going to crawl down here so I could see up the hill. Yeah, that's slightly better. So I could see if the deer comes over the hill a lot faster. Now, hopefully it comes out. We're just going to sit here and wait. There it is. We're going to spot that animal. We'll go with the gun here. If it walks right around the corner here, we'll be okay. Come on, little deer. We'll wait to do this. There we are. We get this shot right there. And take that shot. Oh, we got an insta-kill. Fantastic. Well, the other deers are running away, but I'm okay with this. We're just trying to rack up the actual harvest here, and it's going to be bronze, and we got more rifle score. I am feeling pretty darn good. Alright, well, let's actually head up here, if we could place down the marker, and we're going to head over to the actual tower to see what we can all find. We'll definitely want to find an outpost, because we traveled quite the distance to get here. Alright, we are climbing the mountain just to head up to the tower here, and I did just hear a black-tailed deer give a warning call about 50 meters out. So I immediately went prone, dropped to the ground, and used the actual collar here for the deer. And now I am laying prone here in the grass. And the rain hopefully should actually conceal a little bit of the sounds that we're making. So if the deer does pop out, it was just right up over this hill. It was very close. So if we do, in fact, get the deer to come over, we'll actually have a really good shot here. So we're just going to wait and see if they pop their head out. Alright, so it's been about 30 seconds, and I did just see some movement over in the trees. There it is. That is a really nice deer. A little smaller, but he's actually going to get spooked if we're not careful, so I have to be semi-quick here with the shot. I think that may have been too far back. We'll go through and investigate. I was really worried because, as you can tell, the wind is actually facing this direction here. So I was afraid it was going to get spooked. Oh, it says we hit a vital organ. Yes, we did. Okay. Well, I guess we're going to track him. He went down here. There's a nice little blood splatter there. So we're going to head... Oh, he literally fell right up over here. Fantastic. I think maybe I just need to get a better understanding of where their vitals are. I may not be actually judging this correctly, because every time I think it's a miss, we actually seem to be doing halfway decent. Alright, now we have made it to the tower. There wasn't anything too exciting on the way, but take a look at that view. That is spectacular. We had to climb quite the mountain to get up here, but it was certainly worth it. Now, taking a quick peek here at the map, where... Oh, the closest outpost is way the heck over there. And then we do have a lake over here and here. So, you know, honestly, what I'm thinking is, I'm thinking this is a great place to go through and call the episode. We accomplished a significant amount in this episode. I think well over half a dozen kills, probably a little bit more than that. We managed to get a new perk as well. We will have to stock up on some ammo, as I've only got just a couple of shots left before we're fully out. But, yeah, hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you did, then please consider leaving a like, subscribing for more, and I will see you all later.